involving Portland public school choirs performing at the Grotto, which is a religious shrine.
An out-of-state atheist group said it received complaints, so the district put an end to the choirs performing there. Now, at least one school board member is speaking out against the decision.
Our Amy Frazier has been taking a closer look at this issue today. And Amy, what did you find out?
Well, education experts admit it's a complex and emotional school-related issue. So we went to a policy expert and a sociologist for their insight and perspective. It's a tradition for high school choirs during the holidays. Students performing at the Grotto in Northeast Portland, a Catholic shrine.
The cases that is emerging is that the Grotto is specifically a religious setting.
I met with PSU Associate Professor Pat Burk, who was once a chief policy officer for the state superintendent.
But the legal question is going to be whether or not this represents a cultural celebration within a particular setting, or whether or not it is purely designed to promote particular religious belief. If it's to promote particular religious belief, it's a potential constitutional issue.
A staff attorney at the Wisconsin-based Freedom from Religion Foundation recently told KOIN 6 News it had received multiple complaints about choir performances at the Grotto. The atheist group says the setting violates the separation of church and state.
I think they are looking for, and at least their history has been to find these fairly clear cases that can become precedent setting. And I think that's part of the motivation here.
I found in Kentucky the organization wants a cross removed from a city water tower. In Indiana, they're suing a school district to have a living nativity removed from a Christmas production.
As a sociologist, one of the things that I think is interesting about this group is that atheists and people that have challenged mainstream religion have kind of been in the shadows. They haven't really had a place to congregate, but the internet has given them a place to kind of come together and find a common voice.
In response, Portland Public Schools says its choirs will no longer sing at the Grotto. However, school board member Michael Rosen tells us he feels the district should put up a fight.
Now, what the district legal team has told us is it's highly likely that we'll get sued by this group. I'm like, okay, then we'll get sued. We have a large legal budget. We'll defend ourselves.
Now, it is possible that the school board could introduce a resolution at its next meeting, which is next week, to discuss the district's decision to stop these performances. So we'll keep you posted on what happens next with this.
It's always that slippery slope. You know, this situation may seem fine, but then something more extreme, and then where do you draw that line? And sometimes schools, often they just say, you know what, we're just going to do nothing. So.
Well, and does anybody know if there's been a problem before from anybody else that's been raised about the schools performing there?
Well, the man I spoke with, the professor, he was actually a principal for PPS in the past, and he said it has come up before.
Come up before.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, certainly a story we'll continue to follow, Amy.
Thanks, Amy.